Dude, what were you checking up like that for? Loose is fast, man.
There's just something about waking up early in the morning. There's many a slip.
gentlemen.
What's good?
Hello.
Hello. Just wanted to come in and say may the force be with you, and the 5th and the 6th.
I think we'll be fine as long as Ford doesn't crack another beer.
Oh boy.
Break
Ford's
a leg on the broadcast.
Oh yes, sir.
Chris, so if you see 71 just dart up into the wall, we know why.
Yeah, but he does that
Yeah,
normally
he passed
too.
out.
He does
Yeah,
it on
keep
the,
a close eye on Ford on the
I
broadcast.
say he does it on the
Especially
norm.
if it
What's the
gets
difference
near
between norm
Katie,
and drunk?
man.
Ain't nobody in number 32 in the race, is there? Because Cody might go after him.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hope there's not a
Yeah,
32.
Cody.
Cody had to walk that one off.
Oh, I had to walk that one
That'll
off,
walk.
man.
Are
Because if
you-
I didn't, I wouldn't
are you
probably
over
be
it
racing
now?
right now.
You over it yet?
A little bit.
Well,
I mean,
considering he's still looking for
I
the
just-
32 out here now.
I just don't want to do NIS the rest of the year.
Why not? It's not like Martinsville's in 2. Oh, looky there.
Oh, I'm definitely not doing Martinsville. I'll end up getting DQ because I won't do nothing but get hit.
Alright, but hopefully the boys are getting practice in here. Got plenty of time, plenty of laps. Nighttime will be setting by the time we start, probably.
That was a question earlier.
Yeah, I was just asking that question a minute ago.
Yeah, I think the sunset time was like 6:54 race time.
Saver! Oh boy.
Oh, there's
Wow!
there's a crunched up can.
Are you gonna run tomorrow night with us, Cody?
No.
Oh, come on.
Sam and Ford, cheers. We'll drink this beer.
Cheers, buddy!
Like I said, I may not run any NASCAR the rest
agree.
of
I gotta
the
get one.
regular season. I may run IndyCar, maybe ARCA. I'm going to run ARCA when they go to Michigan because that'll be easy wins.
And then if somebody hits you from behind, it's okay because it's ARCA, right?
Yeah, then I understand.
We're doing any pit parties? Do a pit party?
That is up to J-Dubs.
J-Dubs.
The
Yeah.
Great Lakes Truck Series
Wow.
Talladega winner, J.W. Miller.
Congratulations.
That hopefully you guys watched on Wednesday night, but no, you didn't.
Watched.
You told me.
Watch the replay.
J.W. going from 4th to 1st from the trioval to the line.
I watched it live.
Dave's my only committed member online.
Hey, I'm committed. I can't catch them live. I watch the replay.
I need to know the schedule.
I have to watch the short track series. I have to watch the replay because I'm usually racing NIS that night, though.
If you're subscribed, Joe, then it would notify you when I go on.
And don't I have to have YouTube open to get notified?
I get notified on my phone. YouTube's not open.
All right, let me look at my
No.
notifications. I'll set it to answer.
You got to
YouTube.
turn the bell on.
I mean, if
We'll
your
turn on the
flip
bell.
phone was upgraded, you would probably get it.
I've got a flat phone.
You got to like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah, you got your Zach Morris phone out there in California. You got to pull up the antenna and everything.
I didn't have the Motorola to talk about for a while. It was a big ass phone.
My mom still has one of those.
The whole top is hollow too. It's like nothing. It's just it holds the battery.
Hey, Ford.
Damn, y'all gonna be blaming me for tonight. I come into the chat earlier and
Yeah, we'll get a pep party going here in a little bit.
tell Sean he should run the race tonight here. He's a 10th faster than all you.
That
He's
was
on
the plan.
fire, man. He got third earlier in the AFIX race we ran.
I
We're trying to lift him up before the race starts,
so you
because
can
then we're
squash
gonna
him.
put him down.
Well, maybe he's not showing his hand to you guys. Just saying.
Got a few
Fastest
cars
laps
up
will
my
burn up tires
sleeve.
faster.
He'll like it over here.
I'm telling you guys
Yeah,
right now, I will give every one of you the advice that you need to know right now for this track. Dave knows this. Save your tires, run the white line in turn 1 if you have to back the corner way up. It works.
Hey, you're not allowed to watch all my replays, dude.
Dude, I did it way before you did. Pop a top again.
I think Sean's a good fit for the group.
Yeah, yeah.
He has the Discord though.
Touchdown, Alabama. Let's go.
Message him. Message him. Quick.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
reason why I
just,
didn't get on the stream by 9 o'clock like I had promised, I was watching actually the FSU game, and it's actually looking kind of promising right now.
Yeah, I'm having a hard. I'm concentrating driving, but I'm also looking down at my phone every now and
I'm
then.
not watching any spoilers now. I know the score as of right now where I left off. I'll watch the rest when I get done.
Oh, you're not. Are you talking about Alabama game or
No,
something?
Florida
or-
State.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure. The Alabama game, they're tied at 17 with 3 minutes before half.
Yeah.
So
Florida State's up 17-0 on North Carolina in the middle of the second. 5th ranked North Carolina by the way.
I'd love to be in Tuscaloosa, but if I was in Tuscaloosa, I'd probably be at the bar. A lot of my Saturday nights were spent there a few years ago.
I've delivered to Nick Saban's house before.
I've gotten to meet him before. I got to meet him when I was in high school because he was coming to one of my buddies was a huge recruit football, and he come up there to see him, and I got to shake his hand and meet him, take a picture with him.
Did you get COVID?
Oh, I've had it.
I know. JT, they may need some linemen and other players over at Florida.
Shit, it's gonna be happening at everybody.
My old defensive line coach from when I played in high school, he's the defensive line coach for Clemson now.
Nice.
Coach Bates. That man, I love that man. I wish I hate that he left my high school because when he left, I didn't want to play no more.
So for about the 3rd time so far since I've sat in this chair, I've watched the 2 VSM teammates hit each other. Ben and
Yeah, I seen the team cars earlier.
So, are you sending that link?
Yeah, find him.
Damn, stop. We're talking
my God.
important business here.
I can't
Oh,
find him.
Lee.
Can't find who? The link? or-
Peaches. I'm looking for Peaches. Can't find
Okay,
him.
I
I'll
was gonna
send.
say
I'll
I've sent out
send
like
it
3
to
or
you.
4 links on in the Discord page.
Oh, Blackjack. He's under Blackjack now. He was Peaches. He changed it. I got him.
All right, cool.
Or you can just right.
there,
You can
Ford.
just right
Whoa.
click and then directly send an invite. That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I had it copied. I didn't even need to copy it.
See that orange car in front of you, Ford? You got to take him out when we get going.
10-4, will do.
Oh, you guys are gonna find this hilarious. So, I had my phone hooked up to the Florida State radio so I could listen to it while I was watching the game,
Pace cars in.
it's set up to my Bluetooth on my phone. So I'm hearing noises out in my living room. What the hell is that? I
Replay.
walk out there and you guys are talking through my Bluetooth speaker out in the living room because I got the chat on my phone or the
Hey, Sean, I
YouTube.
sent you an invite to the Discord.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, you can come in now. We're done talking about it.
Thanks, guys. Oh, that hurt. Oh,
Ooh. Hey, still going.
Ford killed me. I'm literally dead.
You
I'm
hit the
dead.
wall, man.
Dude,
I
that
had
was,
nowhere
that
to
was
go.
rough.
Got a little
That
bit
was
there.
like,
Sorry to whoever.
I think that was Austin Terrio at Vegas hit right there. That thing was bad. I got hit so hard in the wall, I got stuck in the fence.
I just saw trucks flying.
All right, physics just got broken on that wreck.
Who flipped
Yeah,
and came
so
back?
big time.
Well, here's the thing. So Jacobs reacted to Donald hitting the wall, sent Ben into the wall, or not Ben, but Cody into the wall head first, or almost head first. He got stuck in the fence. His truck went up in the air and bounces back down, and whoever went tumbling down the front stretch,
That was Zach.
he did almost like a slammer type move in Pogs.
Yeah, it stopped. It
And-
stopped and then launched.
But yet it flipped him the other way.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm looking at the replay. As soon as he hit me, he did 2 barrel rolls and landed it.
But the other way. Not like he should have been flipping towards the fence, not away from it. The way you hit him. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Bouncing
Makes
over
sense to
and
me,
back.
'cause I was right behind it.
Literally, Cody hit him like he was the old slammer in the Pogs game, which half of you guys probably don't remember.
Crashed
Broke-
and walked
Broke
away.
all of the physics rules of Newton.
Newton's rolling in his grave right now over that shit.
Anybody remember those videos?
Which ones?
Long time ago.
The
yeah.
crash and walked away videos that Diamond P Motorsports used to make.
My favorite's Michael Waltrip one where the total car disintegrated and he walked away from it.
Ah, Bristol.
That was bad. I thought he was like
yeah.
really injured. That one, man.
Possibly
Cedric's
dead. Yeah, it's crazy that he just walked out of that.
Cedric's really
Not-
dead.
Oh.
That happened in
How do they
Bristol,
like
am
that?
I correct?
Yeah, 97
Yeah.
Bristol. And then Harmon does it like 10 years
Who
later.
else was done?
Damn, Peachin goes 5.6 on you. So he's now 0.3 faster than everybody. Hey Ford, you and Katie work out your issues yet?
No.
No.
Uh-oh,
I just keep texting Katie a lot of stuff. Like Ford's talking trash.
That usually
It's been
does.
working out pretty good so far.
Well, at least she hadn't tried to take me out of the race yet.
Oh, she's waiting for the right time when we don't remember. Problem is we never forget.
Yeah, Katie's got a memory like an elephant. Don't worry about that.
Starting to see why Dave Rowe is no longer his crew chief.
Trust me, dude. I've shot her in PUBG by accident like 3 times. She
Yeah, he's-
never let me
He's
forget it.
actually helping me out on Tuesday nights now.
I was gonna say she's pretty surgical in PUBG, dude. She's even better on the track. I'd watch out for it.
Yeah, she's pretty surgical the way she jumps through a door and freaking jump scares me.
Is that Ghost Hunters game?
PUBG.
Good old sass in all caps.
Yeah.
It was always Katie and Tangle that I ended up friendly firing. I don't
Good
know
old
how
Tangle.
many. I don't know how many times I shot Tangle by accident.
Shit, I don't know how many times I shot Brian by accident when I played PUBG.
My favorite time with Tango was when I first met him. Actually, we played the GTA 5 with Dixon and his armored car. Oh man, that was the greatest.
Dixon.
Tango, man, that guy was cool.
God bless him.
So for you guys to know, the track record, believe it or not, this is the 5th truck season for USRC. Obviously a 5-year difference in the other 3 or 4. Was actually set last season. I won't mention any names, but it was a 30.136. So far, 11 of you have broken that with the draft.
Yeah, but it's a different track too.
No, I broke the record last year.
Yeah, but it's a shorter track this year.
What do you mean?
Because they brought the apron line down 1 lane.
Right, we did this track last year.
Did we?
Yeah, that's when I broke the track record.
Yeah, last season was the first.
That was probably
Because I remember we did it, and I discovered that I hadn't run the New Texas at all yet.
And that's where we got to remember too, with all these tracks that we're running, those are the older trucks that have most of these records now. So
Yes, what I meant is you gotta.
I don't remember running this
the records on the
like the
older
second to last.
version. What is Jacobs talking about?
I'm not hearing him. What's he saying?
He's just typing 1 in the chat. In game, Chris.
Oh, somebody's.
Maybe that's all he has left in beer. He has 1 beer left.
Well, here, let me send him a message back.
Okay. We did run that. I didn't even know. Andy looked it up for me.
It won't put my daggone Twitch handle up there.
All right, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm gonna go ahead and hide out in my booth over here. Y'all have fun. Good luck, and may the Wilms be with you.
Enjoy the show.
That's not how you spell middle. All right.
Alrighty guys, let's get one more pit party in here.
I didn't look, to be honest, Chris. 6 or 9, whatever it
Joe.
takes.
I just been busy. I'm glad you could make the start of the season though here, Senator. It's cool.
Alright guys, let's roll out one more pit party.
Changing my tires.
Alrighty, looks like Williams is leading it off.
Sigh.
Alrighty guys, Williams will call.
Pace cars in. Green flag.
Five-year Lincoln. Just blinked out again.
Go to the side. I'll go back.
Five-year blinking.
There's just something about waking up early in the morning. The There's just something about waking up early in the morning. The air smells of possibilities. And there's nothing like that first cup of coffee in the morning. And everything tastes better in a Richard Schwint cup. Made in America for those who work hard and need a cup that can perform as well as they do. Richard Schwint cups for those who have grit.
1-800-341-1787 or visit us online at www.wowcup.com.
Drivers, start your engine!
Ready. Ready. Green flag.
Back your memories and set you up to take the fall. And in your mind, the clouds have been gathering. You may feel hopeless, but I'll never let you go. Fly through the stratosphere and then I'll rip and screaming from your soul. Oh, we'll watch it fall. Now your clouds are all gone. Come and set your light through. Just set your light through before we're only whispers in the wind.
Texas Motor Speedway is the place to be tonight for the United Sim Racing Championship and race number 1 of season 2 for 2020. It is the 5th season overall, but tonight it is all about Texas Motor Speedway, and for the first time in series history, a track not named Daytona kicks off the first race of the season at Texas, the 1.5-mile track right outside the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Tonight's weather, 71 degrees, seeing 51% humidity, 6-mile-an-hour winds and partly cloudy skies. Should be a fun race tonight as we start here in the twilight hours and end pretty close to darkness, if not under the lights, for this 90-lap affair. I am the captain, Chris Scala. Welcome in tonight to Texas Motor Speedway as we get ready for some great United Sim Racing Championship racing. This is a fun series to be a part of. This is one that actually my father and I found 8 years ago, 2012, back in February of that year. Dad and I put this whole thing together, and here we are, another season in. Of course, there's been some on-off times of me being here and stuff. Last year I ran with the guys, and this year I decided to go back to where my dad and I talked about me being when we first started this series in the broadcast booth, broadcasting these races, and that's where you're going to see looks like 18 trucks right now on the grid getting ready to qualify here in just a couple minutes. But you will see each and every one of the 12 races live this season on Captain TV. So we invite you in, and hopefully if you're watching, you got friends who want to come watch themselves, and hopefully don't have friends that want to come watch, and we can let the viewers grow throughout this season, which I'm hoping to see happen here. So definitely appreciate everybody watching here as we get ready for some great racing coming up throughout the season. Just want to listen real quickly to the audio. Just make sure I'm sounding okay, because I don't want cars distorting me and me distorting cars and interrupting them. But we will have qualifying, and if you are used to watching our show, you'll see a black bar down at the bottom. Turn it down just a little bit. But you'll see a black bar come across the screen here in just a second when these trucks go out to qualify. The black bar basically is the bar that will tell you how everybody's doing in qualifying. If you see green, that person's faster on that lap. If you see yellow, then the person's running this pretty much a slower lap, or the same. If you see purple, that person is on a pole lap. So the first person, well, it's going to be Drift, but now it's going to be Ben Dunn, it looks like. The first one out on track. And you'll see them literally will cross the line in order of how they qualify is what you'll see. You see Travis Zidlow, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I got to check on that. And then Drift will come out and so on and so forth here. So probably not going to see many qualifiers. A lot of the guys here do not like to qualify. And that's usually how this works out when it is all over. Yeah, I'll be right back in 2 seconds. All right, sorry about that. So, yeah, as you see down there at the bottom right now, so Zidlow, I believe is how that's pronounced. I'm going to have to check with Travis, who's a newcomer to the league. Ben Dunn brought him actually into the league, so thank you, Ben, for doing that. And Ben Dunn goes to the front. The 28 car and the, I think that's a VSM truck. That Ford F-150. Oh, Drift to the front with a 30.1. Let's see if anyone else can go faster. And that's actually close to the track record. Cedric Ingram was not able to go purple. Track record was actually run by me last year somehow. I ran a 30 point. I'm just checking out real quickly. Where are you? 30.136. So we are 3/100ths off the pole right now, or off the track record. But Drift right now looking to get the bonus point for the pole. You do get bonus points for qualifying first. Oh, Cedric Ingram, nope, just short of the track record, 30.15. Peachin matches him. How about this? The same lap time. The difference, according to the interval I have on my telemetry, is 1/1000th. So, or 1/10,000th. So somewhere in there, there's a time difference between them two. Let's see, Cody Beatty out on track. He crosses the line, 30.305. Ralph Fasano out on track, the Mountain Dew Chevy. So the pole time is the time you see on the right, the time on the left, like Cody right now is in the 22-second bracket. You'll see the pole time pop up here on the right side of the screen right there, 30.15. He is going to be way slower than it. Sean is done with his lap. Ralph Fasano, his name's not lit up anymore, so he's done with his lap. So it looks like that is going to be hit. So Sean Peachin is going to win the pole by 1/100th of a second. Him and Cedric are tied, literally. I mean, that just goes down to the 10,000th when it's all over with. How about that for the start of a season? Is Zach going to come out and run a lap? I think we're going to see the 74 come out if he has time. He'll get one lap in. Zach Kalinin. So let's see what Zach can do here. So again, that time on the right, you'll see on the screen when he comes back around here, that is the time he has to beat, a 30.15. Track is getting cooler, sun's starting to set. And these trucks do have 95% engine power. They are not at full speed. Well, he wasn't able to finish it. Bummer. All right, that's going to do it for qualifying. So due to default, Sean Peachin is going to be on the pole. I say default, but due to running somehow faster. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the first race of the season. Sean Peachin, the Illinois driver, 30.150 ties Cedric Ingram. And he'll start on the outside of row number 1. Drift, Jacob Gladulich going to start third alongside Ben Dunn. Cody Beatty, he'll start alongside of Travis Zidlow, I believe that's how that's pronounced. Travis, if you're watching and I'm getting it wrong, I'm sorry. Ford, James Jacobs, the Virginia driver, will start 7th alongside Robert Smith. Thomas Harmon, Katie Height will start 10th. J.W. Miller and Sam Niederhelm will start there in the 12th position. 13th and 14th, these guys did not qualify. Joe Petrick, Dave Rowe. James Wilms, a.k.a. Matt Wilms, and Zach Kalinin will start 16th. Jonathan Thomas, Ralph Asano, 17th and 18th. And Donald Stewart going to start 19th and shotgun on the field. And these cars are all gridding right now. I believe J.W. Miller's going over all the rules. J.W.'s the race admin in the series. We have a lot of admins. Appreciate all those guys. I'm actually one of them, but you know, I'm up here in the booth, so I can't really keep track of what's the deal is. Here's trying to get us a view of the cars. There they are. And I have a feeling we'll be discussing something after the race with this. Where is Sean? Sean's right here. Hey, Sean, you got a copy?
I do, yep.
Hey, Sean. First off, welcome to the series. Second off, congrats on the pole that you got by a foomph of a second over Cedric Ingram, but you start P1 tonight. Or did you miss the grid?
I think I missed the grid there, actually.
Oh, well, that's never good. Well,
yeah, I was listening to the rules, but it was good fun.
Well, you'll start last now. Take the EOL and talk about your strategy now.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be all about trying to stay alive. It looks like it's not as many cars, so it won't be as difficult to stay alive. But, you know, the idea is to just be there with like 20 laps to go, and then we can do what we need to do.
All right, Sean. Well, best of luck from the back, and maybe we'll see you in victory lane.
All right, hopefully. Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Well, Sean missed the start. I think he was listening to JW talk about the rules and forgot the grid. I want to say I've done it before, because I have. So that's going to allow Drift to actually move up to the pole now in that 14 truck. So 90 laps, 135 miles around this 1.5 mile track that was redid just a couple seasons ago. And turn 1 and 2's banking is actually 20 degrees, and it's a lot wider of a corner than turn 3 and 4 is, and it's banked at 24 degrees. So basically, you'll see them get off the gas in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 should be wide open most of the night. Plenty of onboard cameras and so much more here this evening. All right, the second truck series of 2020 for USRC, the 5th season in the series history, and we are racing at Texas Motor Speedway. As the trucks spread out very wide, turn 1 and 2, one truck blinking out. I think that was Zidlow in the 82, and it was. But everybody okay in single file through. Whoa, Drift getting close to Ben. That's Ford, actually. Drift is actually going to come off turn 4 and lead lap 1. He's got pressure from Cody Beatty. Don't mind the laps. That'll reset itself here in a second. Oh, Drift's getting loose in front of Cedric Ingram. Big wreck. Wilms involved. Oh, we got a big wreck here. Joe Petrick. Oh, no. Well, thankfully, they have a reset. With caution out for the first time. Oh, a lot of trucks involved in this one. Let's see what happens to the 14. Down there in the bottom. That back end's coming out. Tires might not be heated up yet. But he gets into Cedric and a big wreck ensues. There's Joe getting into it. Wilms into Sam. JW stops up there in the background. Fasano gets in it. Robert Smith. That's more to say who's not in this one. A caution number 1 on the track. We'll watch it again. Let's... Forward Wilms. He tries to check up. There's just nowhere to go. Track's blocked. And Wilms probably saying some mommy daddy words that you're not supposed to say. So everybody will go get their damage fixed, and well, lap number 2 we see the first caution. Everybody getting their resets done. They do have a reset to use. Except for Ford. He's actually getting his damage. Oh, he's getting towed, actually. That's going to hand the lead to Cody Beatty here on lap number 4. Not sure if Robert had to tow. Let's check on them. Can't really get a good view of them here. I'm trying to... There we are. Yeah, they're either towing or getting damage fixed or something there. I hear engines running, so they must not have towed. They just went to pit road, and they're going to see if they get damage fixed before they go lap down. Pace cars coming into the first part of the quad oval here. And Joe's going to pull out. Now, these guys have 3 sets of tires sitting in the pits. Well, this definitely made it an interesting start. Lights starting to come on this 1.5-mile track that actually on iRacing just added lights. This is one of the tracks that didn't have lights before. As we get into the fall season here, obviously it gets darker a lot quicker in areas, so you're going to see it getting dark. Sunset was 6:54 on the race time, and let's check real quickly. I can put this bar up on the screen. You'll see, ba-bing, it is currently 6:53, so sunset's going to be happening right about now. So it's going to just get darker and darker here throughout the race, which will bring the grip into the track. So it looks like Smith and Gladulich Drift going to tow to pit road, and they're going to lose multiple laps. Drift is actually coming out off pit road now, so is Robert Smith. So everybody's going to be back on track, it looks like. However, 2 laps down will be Drift and Robert Smith from all this happening. appreciate the viewers watching tonight. If you're watching for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Also, feel free to chat with me, Mr. Mr. Chachi88. Appreciate you watching. You can hit that subscribe button for the first time, and I do like to chat with viewers, so you can chat with me over here. I look over on my phone and see what messages are being sent out and talk to you from there. So just to talk about the race specifics here, these guys have 80% fuel in their trucks from the actual distance. That is up or down 5% from last year. It used to be 85%, and the laps have been more rounded up. So you see, like last year's race was 83 laps, this season 90, so it went up 7 laps. So there definitely will be 2 pit stops in this race. So I'm sure a lot of people saving tires up here potentially, or else they could be in trouble come later on in this race. But either way, we're going to shake off that restart and come back to the green. The top 7 looks like did not come to pit road for some kind of reason or the other. If it was to top off fuel or fix damage, get the reset, or whatnot. So Cody Beatty's going to bring them back to the front. James Jacobs, Zidlow there in the 82 truck, Katie Height, and Dave Rowe, your top 5. Here we go. And I'm going to go turn my spotter off real quick because he's annoyed. And actually, Ben was giving an EOL penalty, I just realized, for some reason. Not sure if he asked for that or what the deal is. These trucks are going to draft a lot with the less engine horsepower. As James Jacobs, Ford going to go to the front, get a little loose there in the 71. That Zillow getting a little blinkage there in turn number 4. Is Katie Height, that Renault sponsored truck. Ford getting himself a bonus point for leading a lap and sliding up the track, and here comes Katie. Very easy to do in turn 1 and 2. Trucks all over the place. Flying around this track at lap speeds of 29 seconds, 29.95. Katie Height running the fastest lap of the race so far. The man who needed that caution the most, this guy right here, Sean Peachin, Blackjack as they know him as. The man started in the pits accidentally, was the pole sitter, and look now, running in the 6th position already. Cedric Ingram, I believe this is probably his home track, I believe. I see the University of Houston on his truck there. You can check out the custom artwork apparently Cedric does there at CedricIngram.com. Here you go, Cedric, a little self-plug for you. So Katie Height has gone to the lead of this race. Cody Beatty going to go to the front. And he takes that Guitar Center's Toyota Tundra. Ooh, flip that apron a little bit. That apron will get you a little woozy. These trucks just had to get themselves into a rhythm, and that is what they have done now. One truck did not start the race, Donald Stewart in a 5. I'm not sure if he had blinking issues or what. His drift applied the track back there in 1 and 2. Racing throughout this field, everybody pretty much single file for the most part. Dave Rowe and Joe Petrick. Joe was involved in that wreck in the 67, got his truck fixed. And he's back out here. Joe actually finished 2nd in points last season. I did win the championship, I'll throw that brag out there, but you know, this season, here I am in the booth. Joe finished 2nd. Joe looking to win that championship potentially this season. Going to have a more diverse schedule than we've seen last year, as Katie Height goes back to the front. Last year it was a lot of 1.5 and 2 mile bigger tracks just to kind of get the foundation set for the series. This year, though, you're going to see short track racing for the first time. We're going to hit a road course for the first time. Definitely building. Check back here. Thomas Harmon. This guy here knows how to save his tires. He will be one we're watching later in this race. And that number 38, the Avril Lavigne mobile. Or I like to call it the complicated mobile. Got James Williams there behind him, and then Ben Dunn, who had the EOL in that last restart. Ben running back here in the 13th position. JT back here in the 52 truck. That Best Buy gear wrench machine. Ralph Fasano, and then Sam still got damage on his truck from that caution. You can see that right front a little beaten up. And then the two trucks behind him there are battling 2 laps down, unfortunately. That is Robert Smith and Drift, Jacob Gladulich. Sean Peachin has moved up to the 4th position. He started in the pits. Riding on board with Cedric. See what kind of speeds we got here. J.W. Miller on his inside there, that 33 truck. That's who you see over there. We'll throw up the battle box for the first time. This is literally the relative is what you're seeing here. So this is Ingram. We're focused on all the cars above him. Like you see Miller going by these 2 trucks. They are how far ahead they are. And then behind them, like Kalinin, Petrick, and Rowe, those guys, how far behind they are. Is what that is in the battle box. Alina not giving it up on that high side, and a battle up here for 4th. Here comes Sean. Move the 42 up to the 3rd position. If you're watching this tonight, looking for a league to run on Saturday evenings, well, you're listening to the guy to talk to, and a few others you can talk to also, but just let me know and we can get you a part of this truck series. It's free to race. It's all for fun. These are a bunch of friends out here racing and some newcomers that want to race, and we are going to put a prize on the line this season. I'm still working on getting that set up, and maybe 2 prizes, who knows. Now to go to the champion as J.W. Miller. If you were watching Wednesday night's truck race, the Great Lake Truck Series, that man right there won it here on Captain TV. He's looking to go 2 for 2 this week. That awesome race where they went at Talladega into the Tri-Oval. JW's running 4th. The leader's wreck, and he misses the wreck and gets by 3rd place at the line to win it. You can actually go look at the archives for that race. It's right there. The Great Lakes Truck Series Season 2, Race 1 at Talladega. You'll see that finish on there. They've been green for about, 10 to 15 laps now, and they're still lined up. Everybody within about 2 seconds, all the way back to James Wilms in the 11th position. Lap time's starting to fall off a little bit here, 30, 31s in that range. You're going to start to see those who saved their tires coming to the front. Like Drift is starting to fall, or Ford's starting to fall backwards, I'm noticing. Back to the 5th position here. You notice the 82 of Sedzillo, who's having some blinking issues still. He's back in the 7th position right now. And up here for 2nd, JW. He was looking. That's one guy there that knows how to save his tires. He and Thomas Harmon will be the 2 to watch. Harmon right now in the 12th position, some 4.5 back. And look at Cody. Cody's gonna work the high line on Katie. That's gonna hurt him. He slides up into the marbles a little bit. Gonna lose grip here. JW's gonna have to run down the straightaway here. They're all but about wide open right now in the 3. Miller's going to take 2nd. Cody has slid up a little too much there. So actually a fun thing we're doing next week due to some air. Oh, Ford's out of control back there. He slapped the wall. He's got a little damage on that right side. Oh, yeah, there's a pancake out of turn 2 for Ford. But next week, I put us on a track that actually has no setup, believe it or not, which kind of shocked me because Phoenix always has a setup. And that's where we're supposed to be next season, or next week. But unfortunately, yeah, we're going to have to move races. So we've actually got a draft going on in our Discord page right now, a poll. I can't talk. That basically is to determine where we race at next week. And there's a bunch of options, and then drivers can also write in their options. And oddly enough, Indianapolis is tied for the lead right now. Somebody wrote in Indianapolis. That in Iowa right now, the top 2 tracks on that list. So Helenen going to go past Ford as he is starting to fall back now. Joe Petrick now going to work his way. Here comes Dave Rowe, James Wilms, and all these guys. And Ford starting to really fall back with that damage. He needs a pit stop. And a pass for the lead up here. JW has gone to the front. Let's go back and see that pass that just happened right here into turn number 3. Miller got the run through turn 2. And slides right on past the 69 truck of Katie Heights. So move JW Miller to the lead as he leads his first laps of the season. Katie trying to get back on the high side here. And this gaggle of truck. Oh, Ford smacks the wall again. So, just reviewing real quickly last season's race. Last season's race was 91 laps, so we're actually 1 lap less this year than we were last season at Texas. And the race was won by David Shutt, who is not here this evening. As Helena trying to get underneath of Travis here. Sedillo in the 82 truck. Under attack here for the 7th position. Here comes Wilms. He clips the apron a little bit. Has to get out of it. Also, I mentioned Thomas Harmon. Here he comes with those older tires. This man knows how to save them. Up front, you're not missing anything. JW still up front. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, they thought better of it. Definitely a wad of trucks back here. We ride with Thomas Harrow, actually with Wilms. He almost gets into Harmon. He almost hit Avril Lavigne in the right rear. Literally, picture of Avril Lavigne on the rear end. You can just hear how much throttle you are in the whole entire time. Until right here. You're out of the throttle, just kind of rolling the corner. Want to ride that white line. That is the best way around here. Turn 1 and 2. Run that white line right there. Come off the corner and you're pretty much in the throttle all the way back to turn 1. You might burp it a little bit here. Get right back to it. Ooh, somebody clipped the apron there. So should be seeing the first round of pit stops here very shortly. Only the one caution so far at lap number 2. There's your leaders, the top 3 under a blanket. Cedric Ingram has fallen back to the 4th position. He's about 2 seconds back. And then you got Peachin is actually now the 5th. And that Vegas Strong truck, he is still running pretty well after starting in tail end Charlie, actually in the pits. And then you got this gaggle of trucks here that has Zach Kalinin leading it. So it's 80% fuel they have in these trucks now. So I think if you divide that by about 50, I think it should be in the next 3 or 4 laps, they should be to pit road. Because before, we were able to go about 41, 42, 43 laps on a tank of fuel before. Oh, and there goes the 82 backwards. Thomas Harmon going by. Here comes Wilms underneath them. So Zidlow falling backwards in his debut tonight. Minus the blinking. Dave Rose going to go with him. And Cody Beatty going to be the first one to pit road. Here comes the Guitar Center Tundra. And he is the first. See if he brings anybody else with him. You look on the track map to the right side, you'll be able to see when the color fades out on their truck, that's when they're on pit road. You'll also see it over on the left side, the pit, red pit, there you go, like J.W. Miller. He is on pit road now. 4 tires and fuel, and he pulls away. Here comes the Mountain Dew truck. Here comes Blackjack to pit road. Ford's coming to pit road. So right at lap 40. Four tires and about, 14.5 gallons of fuel. Watch out for Ford. Everybody makes it out of pit road. Let's check Blackjack's stop. He's got the first pit stall there. Left side tires going on. And then Ford, I'm assuming, is going to use a reset here. Or did he already use his reset? Because his right front's still damaged. Well, he pulls away. And now Katie Height's going to come to pit road. Green flag, pit stops underway. Cedric Ingram going to lead a lap. Now, these are all the trucks that did not pit. So, in the early caution. So, the only trucks who have not came to pit road at all yet are Zach Kalinin, James Wilms, and Travis Sedidlo. Other than that, everybody has made a pit stop now. That includes the first caution at lap 3. As Cedric goes by, he can still probably go another couple laps before he has to pit, but he is giving up some big-time track time. Oh, Ford has spun on the back straightaway. James Jacobs has just changed this race up pretty big. Caution is out for the second time. He is shaking up the field pretty much here. Let's see what happens. Roll that beautiful bean footage with Ford. Goes down in the turn 1 and 2. He's got the fresh tires. Remember, the tires are a little colder. Gets loose there. And that back end just comes around. He's going to smack the inside wall hard. Let's watch it again on board. Oh, you see the back end's already swinging around right there. Pounds the wall. And hits it again. The caution out for the second time in this race. And here come the rest of the leaders to pit road. The ones who are left on the lead lap. There are going to be a lot of wave arounds in this one. So the one thing about this tire set that's on these vehicles, these tires are actually road course tires. I know that sounds confusing, but it's just what iRacing decided on when they did the last build. So because of that, you got to remember, when you're driving a road course car, these tires take a little bit to warm up. So because of that, you're going to spin out if you try to race them too hard. You got to let them warm up and then get going. But Ingram easily going to win this race off pit road. James Williams, Ben Dunn, Harmon, Niederhelm, all these guys. All right, so we are going to step away for a quick second, take a break, and we will come back. More racing to come here at Texas Motor Speedway.
There's many a slip between a cup and a lip. Not with Richard Schwint cups. Each sip of a Richard Schwint cup has a lifetime guarantee and is clinically proven to increase testosterone. Wow, that guy is pretty aggressive, but we'll allow it. Richard Schwint cups for those who have grit.
Call 1-800-341-1787 or visit us online at www.wowcup.com.
Back at Texas Motor Speedway. Caution out for the second time as Cedric Ingram now leads this race. So let's look up here and see who is going to be getting wave rounds. Joe Petrick, I believe, is the lucky dog maybe here, or is he just coming off pit road here? Actually, Katie's the lucky dog. There goes Katie on by. There's the leader. So all these trucks ahead of him are going to get the wave around. So you're going to see Dave Rowe, J.W. Miller, Cody Beatty, and Sean Pekin for the second time is going to have to come through the field. We'll all take wave arounds, and that'll hand the lead over to Cedric as he'll behind the pace car. So should get the green flag at lap number 47. So let's review real quickly what has happened so far in this race. And it all starts back at lap number 2 as Ford, or Drift I should say, started on the pole after Sean Pekin missed a start. He was the actual pole sitter. Drift off turn 2 loses the back end in front of everybody. Cedric Ingram was involved, who's now the leader of the race, but a big wreck, taking out a lot of trucks. Thankfully there's resets and people were able to use them. But that was your first caution of the race, and then your second caution just now. As I get to it in the record book, here it is, with Ford. Gets loose on those fresher tires and loses it off turn 2 just like Drift did. Bam, into the wall hard. And he spins it back to the inside to keep off everybody, bringing out the second caution of the race. And that is where we are right now at lap number 47 of 90. As we are going to come back to the green flag with 14 trucks on the lead lap. Ralph Fasano also going to be on the lead lap there in the 51 truck. So these guys are still going to have to make one more pit stop, I believe. It's going to be close. Well, here we go. Pace car off. And Cedric going to go on the green flag here, and here we go. These guys got to be careful. Look at Thomas Harmon up the middle. 3 wide. 4 wide back here. Joe Petrick's on the apron. Whoa, what was that? Zach Halanen and Joe Petrick were on the apron. I was wondering what was going on there. So I'm guessing Helena had a pit road penalty or something. That's why he had to come to pit road. They don't clear flags because we have no admins in the booth. As Thomas Harmon going to go to the front with James Wilms. Cedric Ingram going backwards. Oh, Ben Dunn almost slid up into him. Hey, look at Sam working his way up into the top 5 now. 74 still on pit road. And Wilms going to the front on the high side. Oh, he got a little tight there off of 2. That's going to allow Harmon to maybe get the run here. Let's see if Harmon gets out of it and lets Wilms have it. He does not, and they're still side by side. Watching Ford up there in that 71 truck. He's trying to work his way up here the hard way to get a lap back. Also watching Cody Beatty, the 78, has worked his way back up into this pack. Looks like Talladega racing at Texas. Ooh, they got tight. All right, Helena has come back on track. He is, or I think he's still on pit road. Never mind. Now 3 laps down. Oh. Wilms is fighting it up there. I say to this day, the truck racing is still the best racing in all of iRacing. Look at this. Oh, a door banging maybe. Cedric jumping back in that high line, wanting to do something. 74 coming back off pit road now, 5 laps down. Not sure what has happened there. Finally, Harmon to the front. Fantastic stuff here, guys. Loving it. Oh, Wilms clipping that apron. You got to be careful. Hope you guys are enjoying this on the stream. Oh, Wilms going back to the high side. Oh, he got a little pushed up the track. Lost the momentum there. He's going to lose a couple spots. Ben Dunn's going to go by. Cody Beatty, maybe. I purposely, I did not mean to rhyme that purposely. Oh, Sam cutting the grass. Wilms is working that high line, trying to get it in there. Finally, they relax the single file here. Riding with J.W. Miller. What has been a wild race so far. The lights are on. As Houdini said back in the 80s, the freaks come out at night. And they're out. One of my favorite songs of all time, by the way. JW up to the 9th position, and they're back to fighting up here in the front. Katie Height has worked their way to 4th. Here comes Ben Dunn to the inside of 28 for the lead. Oh, did he get loose? Oh, one truck pushing, another one gets loose. They're 3 wide down the back almost. Wilms is fighting for his life on the outside there. Again, these trucks at 95% power, so they're not up to full speed. They're about 5% off, and that's only because that was the limit that iRacing put us at. I was trying to actually lower it back in the first season that we brought these back, but they wouldn't let me. Because this was the kind of racing we love. Just where you're able to just fight and draft, and you know, eventually the tires wear out and you gotta take care of them, but otherwise you're racing for fun here as Katie works her way up to 2nd. So you're looking at all the way back to 11th position. Joe Petrick back here is the last truck in this pack, and he is purposely driving this like it's Talladega. He's going to sit in the back. Well, less than 30 laps to go. Wilms working his way back to the inside of Dunn into 28. Ingram looking. Thought he was going to peek it in there 3 wide. Good move on his. Ooh, Wilms gets a little loose. Saw the 82 back there scraping the wall off the corner. So who in this pack have saved their tires as much as they possibly could in this run? Wilms and Height, or Harmon and Height starting to pull away from these two, from the rest of the pack here. As Wilms finally clears the third, here comes Cedric Ingram, the fourth. Fantastic stuff out of everybody. A Superman cam. We haven't had this one in a while. Around this 1.5-mile track as they go down to that newly redone turn 1. 20 degrees of banking here in a much wider track. 42 gets a little loose there. Had to check up out of it. Cody had to check out, or check up down the back straightaway they come. Into the part of the track that's still the same. 24 degrees of banking of 3 and 4. Cedric Ingram has gone by Wilms for third, so Wilms lets you drift it up in 1 and 2. J.W. Miller starting to use his will, and here he comes in for fourth. I think he saved those tires up a little bit in that 33. Oh, he got that apron a little bit and slid up into Wilms almost. Wilms diving it into the outside lane again, but not able to clear him. So the handling going to start to come into play here as you see these trucks spread out just a little bit. There's more of the fight back here. Sean Peak and inside of Ben Dunn now. Ben has really slid back since the restart. Joe Petrick going to go underneath Dave Rowe. He'll take that spot away. Meanwhile, Cody Beatty dives into pit road. Wonder if he, I hope he said something. Cody usually does. But this is a pit stop with 20 laps to go, so I'm guessing Cody couldn't make it the rest of the way. Right side tires going on. Let's see who else comes to pit road. If anyone. Nobody, it looks like. Well, Cody needs this whole thing to stay green the rest of the way. As Harmon leads, and look at J.W. Miller work the high side for turn, or for the second position. And he's going to make it work. Well, he made it work until the draft kicked in there. Two by two, second, third, fourth, and fifth under a blanket. And look at JW send it into 3 and 4. Crossover move, he's going to go for the lead. He's there in the grass. Not able to clear him. Let's see if he can get the run though into 3 and 4. Hasn't cleared him yet. Harmon's on his door. Harmon led that lap, I think. Harmon back to the front here as these guys settle down for a quick second. Here comes Katie for second. I said literally for a second. JW's going to draft back for the front. Oh, somebody's spinning. Ingram saves it. Woo, what a save. Let's see. Let's see what happened to the 6. Cedric running in the 4th position. Nothing there. Everything's okay here. I think it's going to happen the next lap by is Katie Height and Ben Dunn are on pit road. Just want to see what happens at Cedric really quickly. Dave Rowe on pit road. Thomas Harmon's on pit road. So green flag pit stop starting. Oh, Wilms gets in the back of Cedric accidentally. Nice save by the 6, though. So there's Harmon on pit road. And he is sitting there. Did he speed on pit road? He must have sped on pit road. J.W. Miller in. Cedric Ingram's in. Oh, boy, Harmon. There goes JW burning out to pit road. Ingram leaving the pits. And Harmon finally leaving pit road after a 51-second stop. So obviously 40 seconds for speeding on pit road. So the leader is now Sean Pekin, and here he comes to pit road. Gonna bring Wilms with him. Speed limit is 45 miles an hour on pit road. As we are at 10 laps to go next time by. Right side tires. Jonathan Thomas down pit road, and there goes Wilms out. Almost spins her out. Here comes the Birdman, Joe Petrick on the pit road. Oh, Joe short-stopped himself there at pit road, had to slide up a little bit. So right now, Sam is your leader. Dave Rowe up to second right now. Ralph Fasano running in the 3rd position. Looking for his best career finish there. Katie Height and Cody Beatty. This is actually a battle for what could be the lead if these guys pit. Oh no, I'm sorry. Actually, J.W. Miller, oh no, he's behind him here. So right now, Cody Beatty with the shortstop, he short pitted. He is the leader of this race now. Does he have enough time to hold him off for the win? Fasano on pit road in the 51. Is Sam or Dave trying to strategize here to win this thing on fuel mileage? Let's check the old pit strategy board here. This will tell us some things. Dave's 41 laps into his run, 6 to go. I don't think he can make it. Sam, maybe there's a chance at 39 laps. But Dave Rowe going to the front. Here's a lead change. And Sam's going to dive off. He's coming to pit road, so there can't be a way Dave can make it. I think Dave is slowing up purposely here. He's got 24 seconds. He's got plenty of time to spare here if he could save enough. Oh, no, Dave's coming to pit road. So there we go. That is going to hand the lead to this guy right here. And here comes JW flying. So 5 laps to go. JW pitted 8 laps later than Cody Beatty, and you see how he has hawked him down. Beatty pulls down, and the 33 goes P1. Maybe. No, Cody's gonna fight back. I thought he was pulling over to let him go. He said no, no. 4 to go. Cody sliding up. JW, can he clear him this time? He does. JW Miller to the front. While this goes on, look at this fight here. This is for the 6th position. Make that 7. Cedric Ingram, Ben Dunn. Dave Rose some 2 seconds in front of them. Here comes Joe Petrick into the picture. JW starting to pull away from Cody. And look at Joe setting it into turn 1. He's going to get 2 of them. Joe up to the 7th position. Two laps to go for JW. As JW Miller going to bring it off turn number 4 and see the white flag. Final lap at Texas. JW, fairly good driver, ran well last season. And he is going to come off turn 4, and he is going to kick off the new season with a win at Texas Motor Speedway. J.W. Miller, his 2nd Truck Series victory. Cody Beatty going to get 2nd, Katie Height 3rd. Sean Peachin comes back to finish 4th, Wilms in 5th. And Dave Rowe was able to get by both Cedric and Ben to get 6th, make that 7th. Actually, no, I stand corrected. Joe got past Dave for 6th on the final lap there. And JW's getting pretty good at these burnouts. So JW's 8th career start in the series, going to see a 2nd career win. Last season, JW won at Las Vegas, so a familiar place, or a kind of similar place to Texas Motor Speedway here in, or to Vegas is Texas. So JW going to get the win in this race. As he does, the burnouts lighten him up. We'll talk to JW here in a minute. We'll talk to some more drivers from this race. And I think JW's ran out of smoke. All right, we're going to step aside for a quick second, and we will come back and we'll talk to the top 3 at least, and go over what happened in this race. We'll be back here on Captain TV.
There's just something about waking up early in the morning. The air smells of possibilities, and there's nothing like that first cup of coffee in the morning. And everything tastes better in a Richard Schwint cup. Made in America for those who work hard and need a cup that can perform as well as they do. Richard Schwint Cups, for those who have grit.
1-800-341-1787 or visit us online at www.wowcup.com.
Back at Texas Motor Speedway, looking at the final results from race number 1. J.W. Miller, your winner. Cody Beatty finished in second, 1.4 seconds back. Katie Height, Sean Pekin, and James Williams finishing your top 5. As I mentioned, Joe Petrick with a late run there on tires gets back to the 6th position. Dave Rowe finishing 7th. Cedric Ingram 8th. Ben Dunn 9th. Sam Niederhelm going to finish in 10th. 11th, Ralph Fasano. Thomas Harmon 12th. Travis Zidlow finishing 13th. James Jacobs 14th. JT finishing 15th. Robert Smith, Jacob Gladulich, and Zach Kalinin, the 18 drivers that finished this race. As I look down at Andy, and I see nothing has changed from years ago when I say Katie Height never talks to anybody. And I guess that's not changed. So at least we'll get 2 of the top 3 or something like that when it is all over with. So we'll clear this off and talk to J.W. Miller, the winner of this race. Move some things around here to make it all work out. As J.W. joins us here in Victory Lane, social distancing properly, and, you know, we seem to be doing this a lot all of a sudden this week. We did it at Talladega Wednesday night, and here we are now, Texas, back in Victory Lane again.
Yeah, I think we're having a good week, that's for sure.
Yeah, you definitely snookered them a little bit, we'll say. You those guys went to war on each other on that restart. You just kind of laid back and maybe ate a little bit of popcorn and played your cards right and just worked your way right through the field. And tell you what, you made that high line work pretty well for you.
Yeah, you know, we were babying it pretty hard into 1 and 3 there for probably about 10 laps into a run. Then we'd start kind of getting it going. I know from past racing this track that basically if you lift early, then you can hold it wide open through 3 and 4 and kind of make that outside line work, and ended up making that happen.
You talk about some of that battling. Obviously, you and Harmon there had some good fighting with each other, but it just seemed like a lot of great racing up there in the front.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. Everybody was, you know, so equal on these short runs that you know, it was almost impossible for anybody out in front to kind of get away. But you know, that's what made it really fun, was that, you know, we had a lot of comers and goers, and I mean, it was just overall really fun race.
Obviously, this season they dropped back 5% on the fuel. How much of a difference did that make when it came to race strategy and stuff?
It seemed like it didn't affect it too much. I think, well, obviously we had to pit again there at the end, and some people took tires, some didn't. I decided since I pit from the lead that I might as well take 4 tires and just however much fuel that I needed, and it ended up working out where we could hold it wide open and just get that lead couple laps before the end.
Well, great job, JW. Send shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, shout out to you for spending your time doing this and doing the broadcasting. We really appreciate it, and hope you don't miss racing too much, but hopefully we'll do some more racing with you earlier on Saturdays once Gear Jammer starts going again.
Oh, absolutely. That'll be happening. I got plenty of time to race, so we'll make that happen. But no, great job on your end. Go celebrate. You get to fire off 6 shooters, wear cowboy boots, a cowboy hat. Not sure if you're a fan of that, but oh well. So congratulations on that.
Definitely be popping the champagne tonight.
Champagne, we love it. All right, buddy. Nice job.
Nice. Thank you.
J.W. Miller with the victory this evening. He moves himself back. Thank you. Let's grab Cody Beatty. As Cody joins us, second place run for him. Cody, you a little short pit strategy there at the end. Unfortunately, JW did get to you, but you're able to get a second place out of that.
Yeah, I'll take it. I knew everybody was going to have to pit again for fuel, so I decided to do a little short strategy, see if it would pay off, and it almost did. But I seen JW coming. There was no way I could hold him off. He had 4 fresher tires than me by probably about 5-6 laps, so couldn't hold him off.
Well, we talked to JW about the racing in that pack. You were up in that pack too, racing pretty hard. Talk about the juking and jiving you guys are doing out there.
That was a lot of fun. Everybody was aggressive, which was a lot of fun, but everybody was able to hold it and not slide up into each other, and it was just a whole lot of fun tonight. A lot of fun.
Well, you did a great job this evening. You worked the strategies out, and I see Guitar Center on that truck also. So definitely playing the guitar in the state of Texas, huh?
Oh yeah, this is a paint scheme that I picked out today because I'm a big fan of Noah Sweet. They call him Lefty. He did the Jimmy Johnson Pride Ally scheme, and this was a tribute that somebody did, and I figured I'd run it tonight because I like Guitar Center, and shout out to Lefty for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. So, hey, great job tonight, Cody. Send shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Shout out to you and JW for putting this on, man. I enjoy it every weekend, coming out here and racing, having a blast, and I just enjoy it. Appreciate it so much.
Absolutely. And 32 is righty, by the way. Great job this evening, and we'll talk to you next week at whatever track we go to.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So Katie's not going to talk to me, so let's go find a random person to talk to, I guess. Cody moves himself up. Let's talk with... All right, Wilms, come here. Is Sean in here still? Yeah, Sean's in here. We can talk to Sean, I guess, real quick. Hey, Sean, you got a copy, buddy?
Yep, right here. Sorry.
All right. No, you're all good. Great run for you. You come back to finish 4th. Twice you had to come from the back. Once with the accidental forgetting to start the race, and then you get caught on pit road, so you had to work your way up through the field twice.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't going to be easy apparently tonight, but that's okay. You come out here to race, so it was fun to be in the mix with the other trucks, mixing it up. This is the first time I've actually driven the new Texas layout, so I was kind of learning for the first couple stints.
How much difference did you feel in the track?
Definitely. So 3 and 4 were pretty much the same, obviously, but with the 1 and 2 being the way it was, I definitely learned there on the first run. I had no drive out of turn 2, so I was kind of a sitting duck. But then once I got into the second stint there, I figured out kind of what the winner was talking about earlier. When you kind of let off a little bit earlier, you can get a better roll through there and get a better launch. So I just backed up the corner a little bit, and we were able to do a good job of bringing it home in 4th place, but obviously a bummer that we couldn't win.
But still a good start for your series debut here in the old Blackjack machine. That's why you call you Blackjack. And, it's a good start at least, and you can work your way throughout the season here and maybe to that championship final to win it.
That's for sure gonna be the plan. So I really appreciate you guys putting this on. Special shout out to Joe Petridge for inviting me. So he invited me this morning. So I just figured out I was racing today. And then special thanks to obviously you guys for broadcasting and doing a great job. And then special thanks to my girlfriend who's on the couch watching a football game. She let me drive the race. So thanks to her. She's not paying attention though.
That might not be a good thing, but it could be a good thing at the same time. So good job on that, and great job finishing fourth.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Sean finishing in the fourth position there. Let's go get Wilms. He's going to yell at me probably. This is what Wilms does. Oh, jeez. Wilmsy. Finishing fifth tonight. I'm worried about you coming to yell at me here.
Why would I yell at you?
I don't know, because you like yelling at me. I don't know, but you finished fifth.
I know. Look at that.
You gained the most positions out of every. Sorry, JW, got you. Oh,
damn it.
Hey, talk about your drive there. You had some fun racing up there. You were involved in the first wreck and used your reset and went up there and played door bang with Thomas. Other than that, good race.
Yeah, I had a blast. That was a very good race. It took me way too many laps to figure out don't give anybody the inside, and I just kept getting freight train one car at a time because you can have it. Here you go, like an idiot.
Well, how nice of you to be generous to give them the bottom. Here, you can have it. Here, you have the bottom. Here, you have the bottom. Turns into a trend in a while.
Yeah.
But do you have anything for the leader? Because it looked like for a while there you were running pretty strong, especially battling with Thomas for about 5 laps.
Oh, I don't know if I would have had anything for him in the end. I was just having fun up there racing. I knew I was making a big mistake battling like that, but I was having fun. All I could do was hope, right?
Pretty much it. And just FYI in chat, one guy's calling you grumpy. Ford can't spell. I think we know why right now. And
grumpy?
Yeah. I won't mention.
Tell me who he is.
I won't mention any names, but his first name starts with D and ends with Ave. But great job on your end. Send shout outs whoever you want to, including your own Twitch viewers, twitch.com/6Maceo.
Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show.
And we're going somewhere next week. We'll find out where Monday. Go vote.
10-4.
All right, James Wilms. I'll go talk to him in a minute. Wilms and I have been friends for, 8 years now? 6, 7, 8 years? Hell, it was 2013. We all met at Iowa. Holy crap, that was 7 years ago. Anyways, well, Joe's not in chat. I was going to talk to Joe, but oh well. Joe yells at me last week for not talking to him in the post race of a recruiting race. So I go to talk to Joe, and he's not here. Sounds about right. Anyways, all right, I'm out of here. Going to sign off for the night. Next Saturday, we'll be at a track to be decided. If you're a league member, go over to Discord and vote. If you have voted already, don't vote because you did already. Right now, if I look at the standings from the vote that is on our page, as soon as I find it, I think it's right there. All right, so according to the votes right now, Richmond has 2 votes, Martinsville 2 votes, Gateway has 1, Lucas Oil 2, Iowa 2, 3 for other, Indianapolis, and 1 person put Charlotte. So, go vote. Highest vote number will get that's where we'll race at next week. So, anyways, because Phoenix don't have it set up for some weird reason. Anyways, all right, I'm off. Y'all have a great night. I'll be back on Monday for the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series at Homestead Miami Speedway. So if you want to watch Indy cars around Homestead, you'll see that. Wednesday night, the Great Lakes Truck Series is at Texas. Hey, what do you know? And Thursday night, the Short Track Super League is at South Boston. I'm doing this off the top of my head. And then next Saturday, we will be at Track to be Determined. So there you go. Enjoy your night, enjoy your weekend, and as always, if somebody gets mad at you because you're annoying them, because you're all pissed off, and they say to you, dude, it's just a game, relax. No, it's iRacing. See ya.